Hey yo, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't mess around and miss this wave. Yo, Joe Budden's vs. Gillie, part 2. So Joe Budden's went on his podcast to talk about some statements that Gillie made versus the Black Lives Matter movement in 2004, saying that it wasn't relevant to his stance today in the climate of what's going on. Joe Budden wasn't having it. He went on his platform and went crazy. Gillie responded. I'm bringing you the news right now because this is a powerful one and I think you're going to like it. So check it out.
Y'all's mans.
Who's our mans?
Him.
Same question. Gillie, you always giving up game. Why you don't get no game on Black Lives Matter? Because I don't get into that shit, nigga. All lives matter, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you white, black, blue, purple, brown, tangerine. Nigga, all lives matter. Y'all want a nigga to go out there head first, tell these motherfucking white people Black Lives Matter. But my motherfucking black life didn't matter to the nigga that tried to execute me, to the nigga that shot me in my motherfucking wrist, stomach, and my foot, the nigga that tried to have my mama singing It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. My black life didn't matter to that nigga. All the niggas I know been shot by niggas. And what about my nieces and nephews who half black and half white? Only 50% of their lives matter, nigga. And I understand the whole Black Lives Movement. We've been oppressed. We've been done wrong. Nigga, we do wrong to each other, nigga. We do more fucked up shit to each other than anybody.
Oh, so you don't understand it?
Well, to be clear, throw context to it. This is an old clip from like 4 years ago.
Well, I'm going to play the clip where he says that. Just so I want to be fair. And
this was from 4 years ago?
Yeah.
So says he.
Woke up to a bunch of text messages today. Gillie, you trending #2 in the world. I said, what the fuck is going on? I get up. Oh, I see you bitches tried to put smut on my name, huh?
No, you did that.
Y'all tried to post something that I said 4 years ago, but tried to act like it was in today's climate. Let me just say this, right? When I said that, white people wasn't even saying that at that time, for number one. All right, so let me just start this video by saying, shout out the Black Lives Matter movement, right?
Why?
I support y'all.
No,
I support everybody that's on ground zero. My last podcast, I just shouted out Sean King, my son, Trader Truth, everybody that's on the front line. I'm on the front line. Y'all don't know a motherfucker in my city that gives back.
I'm not playing the rest.
What was he saying in the rest?
Who cares? I didn't play it. I didn't play the rest. Let's see.
So I woke up.
Let's see what's
this
saying in the
video
rest.
by saying, shout out. Y'all don't know a motherfucker in my city that gives back to the motherfucking people of my color than me. Who giving out 500 turkeys on Thanksgiving and they Muslim? Who giving out 30,000 worth of toys on?
Fam, I don't need to
I woke up.
qualify. I don't need that. Thoughts, gentlemen? How are we feeling?
I thought that clip was recent until you just told me. I saw that clip on the timeline today like everyone else did.
Yeah,
I thought that was a post that went up today. So I thought it was nuts. Mm-hmm. Thought it was insane.
And now that you know it's an old post, what do you think?
If he is well aware of what he said was completely nuts and he knows why it's nuts, I'm not and will continue to not be of the cancel culture if someone could tell me exactly what they did wrong and how they're changing it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to change my stance now because this podcast and their podcast have had some back and forth on that type of shit.
When did he say, I understand what I did wrong? And
I was trying to listen to the clip, but you cut it off. So that's I'm telling you what my stance is now, as if that was 4 years ago, however long ago it was. And he's saying now, which I listened to that whole clip. No, he does not feel that way. Cool.
You know what?
Because that was a really ignorant statement that he said 4 years ago, however long ago it was.
My stance is that Black Lives Matter.
Right, but what Gillie was saying was because I saw both clips, and what he was speaking up to was y'all running around screaming Black Lives Matter, but when is it gonna matter to us? Because he brought up 100 and something people were shot in Chicago in one weekend, so it's like we got to matter to each other before we can run out here and start yelling these things and trying to stand behind these things. Like a little girl was killed in Atlanta by presumably, what was it? Because they have a video of a black male holding a AK-47, and a little 4-year-old girl was killed because he sprayed into a crowd.
So your response to Black Lives Matter is it should matter to us.
Yeah, like we have to treat each other before we expect for the world to treat us like we matter. We have to treat each other like we matter.
It's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my fucking life, man. Come on with this bullshit.
But why is it stupid though?
Because that's not a proper response to Black Lives Matter. That's why. That's why.
You might feel like it's not a proper response, but
no, most of us feel like that.
Okay, and that's cool. But there's a lot of people that echo his sentiments of.
I think
we can't expect for other people to treat us.
Everybody that echoes that is a doof.
Why?
I think Gillie's a doof.
Why?
I think all that shit is doofy.
But
because
why?
that is not a response to Black Lives Matter. Period.
But he's saying that a lot of these niggas that's
fuck.
running around doing shit wrong in the hood.
All right, y'all speak for you. I don't give a fuck what Gillie says. Let me start there.
But you're making it personal.
No, I'm not. I heard enough last week when David Portnoy said that Gillie thinks that I can say nigga.
That's something totally different.
No, it ain't.
That's something totally different.
To you?
No, we spoke about that.
Not to me.
To me,
it ain't different to me.
And I don't know if that's true. I didn't see them say that they said that. I don't know. I didn't see where they said that. That was just something that came out that Dave said.
Dave said that he said that. I'm telling you what happened.
So can we prove that?
Just telling you what happened, Mo.
Yeah, I'm not caping for this nigga, man. This nigga says and does a lot of stupid,
I don't think anyone's
goofy, goofball shit. And ever since he got that Barstool deal, it's amplified.
It's not, but nobody's caping for him. I'm just saying that I understand what he's saying.
I'm not dignifying any conversation about the response to Black Lives Matter being it should matter to black people. You've missed the point.
No.
And if you're not bright enough to get the point, then what the fuck are you talking about the point for?
No. I think because, like he said, he's in his community doing things. So he understands that Black Lives Matter. He understands. He's saying that if we're going to stand here and create this movement that Black Lives Matter, it has to matter every day, all day. It can't matter just when some injustice is being done to us by other people from other races.
You sound like Jason Whitlock. You sound like Terry Crews.
No, I sound like Maul because I feel the same way. There's niggas that scream Black Lives Matter, but then they tear down the community.
Gillie, I think you're a doof, and I think all that shit that you said was doofy. That's me. Maul has his own opinion, and Roy has his own opinion, and Parks has his own opinion.
If him and Wallow gave Dave Portnoy the okay to say the N-word, then that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, come on.
And I don't fuck with that. But what he's saying about Black lives need to matter to black people all day, every day, it's a fact. Don't just yell it matters when people from other races do something wrong to us. It matters when we do something wrong to each other as well. Because if some black niggas run up in my house and tie me up and tie my fucking family up and put guns in our face, I want to know where does the Black Lives Matter movement then though?
Mom, what the fuck does that have to do with Reconstruction, redlining, Jim Crow?
It has to matter. Is what I'm saying.
No, answer my question. What does what you saying?
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm saying you got to understand what he's saying.
I don't. Hey, check it. I never have to understand nothing he's saying. Nigga, the fuck are you talking?
You do though.
No, I don't.
Because we have to matter to each other. Before you get into a corporate world,
no, you listen to what I'm saying. That lives in me.
Right.
You think
that's all he's saying. That's all he's saying.
That's not all he's saying. And
that
they
is
stop yelling because they think I'm irate and they think I'm angry. That's not all he's saying.
That is all he's saying. That is all he's saying. You taking it somewhere else.
I'm telling you, speak for your interpretation of what he's saying, and I am interpreting this.
He said he's with the Black Lives Matter movement. He's down with that.
Oh, please.
He's saying, but it has to matter to us all the time, to each other.
Then
we have to treat each other like our lives matter.
That's oxymoronic, then.
How?
And if you don't get that, I'm not here to explain it to you. That's y'all business.
But
y'all
you making
it
a
in
statement. How? I understand everything about the systemic oppression. I'm with all of that. I'm with Black Lives Matter 1,000%.
Then reply. Wait. If you understand that the way that he alleges he understands that, then reply to it. And then when you're finished replying to it, you can start a new conversation about the way that we treat each other.
But he did that.
No, he didn't.
He did.
All right, I disagree.
In his clip.
I disagree.
He did that. He said he's down with the movement. He's down. He talks to niggas that's on the front line with the movement. He said
he's doing work in Philly. Kudos.
Right.
Awesome. I know a million niggas who play both sides. So for me, what does that mean? You can 100% do the work in your hometown and then go to work in the office with your white compadres and coon it out.
Now that I don't agree with. Let me be clear on that.
But that can happen. I'm not saying that that's what he's doing,
right? So
I can't prove that.
That's all I'm saying.
But this
that's
is
all
not.
I'm saying.
But you calling me emo and you saying I'm making it personal, and I want to let you know that no, I'm not. This is not just to Gillie. Anybody who replies to Black Lives Matter with the harm that blacks do to each other, you're not somebody that I'm going to have this conversation with again, and I'm going to question your train of thought. I'm going to question your cognitive skills. You clearly do not comprehend the magnitude of the conversation we're having. Because what blacks don't have the power to do the things that we're trying to address when we say Black Lives Matter. And all lives can't matter until Black Lives Matter. It's such a simple concept, but because niggas is coons and they have interests to protect, then they get into this bag.
What I'm saying is I understand how someone would feel like y'all can't be out here screaming Black Lives Matter if y'all in y'all community destroying y'all community. Y'all destroying each other. Y'all killing each other. I'm just saying I understand that statement. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
That's all I'm saying. Now, when you start getting into systemic oppression and all of these other things, I'm with you on that.
Wait.
That's the basis of Black Lives Matter. That's the point of Black Lives Matter.
What do you mean?
Exactly.
What do you mean when you start getting into? It started there, and you replied with, "Yo, we killing each other." I got it.
Okay, but listen, y'all got to understand something. The first clip was 4 years ago, like you said, before white people were even yelling "All Lives Matter." That was years ago.
No, that was pretty immediate. With the
inception of All Lives Matter has been a thing for quite some time.
That was 4 years ago too.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't that loud.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
Very loud.
It was. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
All right, just shut up. Even if it was, what I'm saying is, he's saying I'm with the Black Lives Matter movement. I'm with that.
Then
I'm in my city.
Hey, then what I'm saying is, then shut the fuck up and be with it, nigga.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck. Hey, you can't give $1 million worth of game sounding as stupid as you sound. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well,
that's what Joe.
You yelling and making it personal.
I
didn't want to go there with that.
So let me lower my voice. You can't do that. You can't give $1 million worth of game sounding as stupid as you sound when you say what you say in response to Black Lives Matter. It sounds like $1 million worth of cooning to me. That's not personal.
And that's fine.
That's not personal.
And that's fine.
That's an assessment.
What I'm saying
I don't have no relationship to savior with this nigga. If you say something stupid, we're gonna talk about it.
Who has a relationship to savor with him?
I don't know.
All right. So what I'm saying is, you just have to address what he said, though.
No, I never.
Don't just stop.
Never
Hold on,
have
listen,
to
listen,
address
listen.
nothing he say more.
But listen, what I'm saying. Don't just stop at when you hear him say all lives matter, because you have to listen to what he's saying in totality, because he could be making sense there. That's all I'm saying.
And my response to that is, my interpretation is, he doesn't make any sense.
Okay, and that's fine. I'm with you on that.
That's it.
I'm with you. I just wanted to make my stance clear that, yes, obviously, I'm with Black Lives Matter all day, every day. But what I'm also saying is Black Lives Matter to me every day, in my community, with my friends, with people that live in the next building. Like, I don't just stop it and say, oh, the cops, they choked some kid out, now I want to protest and say, no, I want to protest when 100 and something black men get shot in Chicago over the weekend. I want to protest then too. I want to say, let's stop doing this shit to each other then too. I don't want to just do it when somebody outside of my race does harm to my people. I want to do it when we harm each other as well. And I think that that's basically what he was trying to say, is it has to matter to each other.
And I'm saying that anybody that says that, to me, sounds like Terry Crews and Jason Whitlock. Like, when the conversation...
No, they go somewhere else with it. I don't know what they be talking about.
No, they don't.
They go somewhere else with it.
They go the same place that he went.
No.
To me.
Okay.
To me. Same thing. When we talking about what white people have done for however many years, and you start saying, hey, what about what we did? Nigga, got it. Got it. I understand. I got you. We won't talk again. Or we won't have this talk again.
Black Lives Matter.
With you.
Same. This nigga. All right, what we got?
You okay?
I'm great.
Okay.
I'm awesome. It would have been personal if I came in here when he said all that stupid shit before and replied, but I don't, because the mission is greater. So sometimes you just got to ignore, but I thought he was stupid when that happened. He keep doing shit where I feel like he's stupid.
Okay.
So I don't talk to niggas that I think is stupid. I don't talk to niggas that I think waver when there's a bag involved, or I think the moral compass is up. I don't deal with it. Other niggas, hey, y'all rock out. Not I. Never been Joe. I got 20 years of being the same exact nigga. Joe don't waver. That's what it is with me. Nah, I don't want game from a nigga that says something like that. Hey, and if you want to talk through this, then we can. That's how Ian ends all the emails that start trouble. Hey, if you want to talk through some of this stuff.
Yeah, you want to talk further.
We can.
Right. Which is fine. Communication is great.
Yeah, I just feel like ignorance is bliss. I feel like Gillie's voice potentially is too big to spread ignorance. Mm-hmm. And if you want to ever have a conversation about the black community and black finances, the black economy, then we can. That should not ever be a response to Black Lives Matter. Because if it is, then you're just not educated on Black Lives Matter. The end there for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Agreed.
Another thing. You don't even own your IP. You got 5 years in. You don't even own your shit. You work for Spotify. Shout out to Courtney Holt, the motherfucker that owns your shit. Courtney! What's up, baby? Because Courtney was hollering at us too, trying to get us over there to Spotify. Shout out to Courtney, business is business. We said, no, we're owners. Then we went over to Barstool. You talking about he got to coon up the Barstool.
Hold up. We don't work for nobody. We partner with people. We own our shit. Ad rev, all that. We own our shit.
We own our shit. Barstool.
We don't have no boss. They're our partner. We don't have no boss.
Barstool is our partners. Shout out to Dave and E Money. Take a picture, nigga.
One of the few podcasts out here that own their IP. One of the few out of all these podcasts. One of the few.
Oh, we partners. Shout out to Dave Portnoy and Erica Cardini. All right? So, who own your shit? A white man. Who own our shit? A black man. You right, nigga. Black lives do matter, motherfucker. You exactly right. And black businesses too, nigga.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Help me get to 100 subs, please, so you don't mess around and miss this wave.